Good morning, winners. Welcome to Terri Tips. So listen, today is another business credit video because I have been getting a ton of questions about a PG. What is a PG? Why do lenders ask for a PG? We are going to jump right in and I am going to break it down for you guys, okay? Get a notebook, get a pen, because today is another learning, teaching video, okay? I'm going to clear it all up for you guys. What is a PG? Why do lenders ask for a PG? How can you get around being a PG, okay? Got it good. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Terri. I am a self-employed entrepreneur and investor. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I upload free videos on personal and business credit, on investing, on home ownership, on real estate, on entrepreneurship, on mindset, guys. I would love for you to be a subscriber, like, share, comment, hit that notification button so you know when I upload a new video, and share my channel with somebody so we can grow together. Amen. And so, guys, and real quick, the goal is to break generational cycles of poverty, to learn how to leverage your credit to build wealth, legacy building. This is a wealth building ministry. I want to go back to and always go back to why we are doing this. Okay. So I'll jump right in and then guys, I'll do my nugget at the end. So what is a PG? So a PG is a personal guarantor. You hear about it very much in business credit. Personal guarantee, personal guarantor, however you want to pronounce it, okay? And what that means is that you as the business owner are basically guaranteeing whatever financing it is your business is getting. Meaning that if your business defaults, if you borrow money and say your business goes out of business or you default, then that lender can come after you to recoup their funds or to recoup their loss, okay? So you're almost think about it, guys, like a co-signer, okay? And so this is where for personal credit, we always say never co-sign for anybody, right? Because if you co-sign for somebody and they miss their car payment or they don't pay the loan back on time, not only can it impact your credit, but they can come after you. So an example, let's say that my son wants a car and I co-sign for him. If he does not make his payments, if he makes his payments late, it goes on my credit report, it hurts my credit, and the lender can come after me. Now let's take it and put that same scenario and put it for business credit. For business credit, you, the business owner, are almost like co-signing for your business. So you plan to pay the money back, right? Everybody nod with me. Yes, you plan on paying it. It's not determined on somebody else. It's you. So if you borrow some money and then you pay it back, everything is okay, right? And so you will hear a ton of videos say, no, never be a PG, never be a PG. And then you'll hear other videos say, why wouldn't you be a PG? A PG is the best thing I ever did to grow my business. So what is the real truth? The real truth is that there's pros and cons. You guys know I'm super transparent and I never look at things like one way. And so I look at it from the business owner standpoint, but I also look at it from the lender standpoint. So I want you guys to understand why. Why would a lender ask for a personal guarantor for business credit? A bunch of reasons. And one of them is because it's super. The stats are staggering for lending to small business owners and entrepreneurs and investors, okay? And so literally it's like 50% of businesses fail the very first year and like 95% fail the very first 5 years. Guys, a lot of people who are coming to me have had their business like less than 6 months. Forget a year and 5 years, like less than 6 months. So you're super high risk. What's another reason? Because you guys have no business credit established yet or very little business credit. So I want you to think about it when you're coming to a lender. If you are high risk because you're brand new, you have no taxes or no business revenue, right? You don't have business credit established yet, then of course they're going to be like, well, we have nothing else to rate you on. So yes, we will take a risk on you and give you some business credit, but we're going to ask for a PG, a personal guarantor. It's all due to risk, guys, right? And I'm going to drop a bunch of nuggets throughout this video, but I already outlined what is a PG and why the lenders ask for a PG, okay? And a lot of this is because the kind of credit you guys are asking me for, right? So you're coming to me for like $50,000 lines of credit and $150,000 lines of credit and unsecured loans and high limit cash credit cards. But when the businesses lend that, when the lenders give that money to you, if you take all that money and then don't pay it back, they're just out all of their money, right? And so this is why some of them in the very beginning are asking for a PG. There's three things, guys, three things that lenders really scrutinize with business credit. And that is number one, the time you've been in business. Have you been in business 30 days, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years? New businesses, I don't care what the size, new businesses are higher risk. So sometimes until you've been more established, you look more stable, they'll ask for a PG, okay? And guys, real quick, I'm not just talking about real estate. I have helped hundreds, well, literally thousands, honestly, of people across the nation with personal and business credit. It is not just real estate. No, it's daycares, hair salons, barber shops, people with coaching businesses. I have some people with gyms, with restaurants, with a food truck. Business credit is for all types of business. So let's say you had a coaching or consulting business for 5 years and you're just starting real estate investing 6 months ago. You can get business credit for your consulting business because it looks more credible. It's been established a little bit longer, okay? I'm not sure you guys understand that. So time in business is a huge factor. The second thing is revenue. So some of you guys are like, I have no money coming in, or I've never done taxes, or my business bank account shows zero. And then you want a lender to lend to you. You're high risk. So there are businesses, like legitimately businesses that I have, business owners that have been in business a short amount of time, 6 months, 8 months, 3 months, and have strong revenue. That helps them because then they can say, yes, I'm a new business, but look at my business bank accounts. I have $20,000 I'm clearing every single month from clients, from consulting, from services, from whatever their business is. So that's what they look at. Time in business, business revenues, and the last thing is collateral. So this is where, let's go back to my client who has a gym. So he has a newer business, but he has thousands of dollars in equipment. That's collateral. I have a ton of trucking businesses and truckers that reach out to me. You may be a new business, but your vehicles, your fleet, that is collateral. So those three things, guys, time in business, revenue, and collateral are three things they kind of look at to assess the risk in lending to you. And if you have almost no time in business and no revenue and no collateral, you wonder why they're asking you for a personal guarantee. It's because you're so high risk. The next thing is that business credit. If you have none of those things and also no business credit established, you're high risk, guys. And when I say strong business credit profiles for like the bigger money that you guys want, a real strong business credit profile is going to have at least 10 trade lines reporting on all three bureaus. 10. Now, can you get a Paydex score of 4 or 5? Absolutely. Can you get some credit before then? Absolutely. But we said strong because you guys are looking for unsecured items with no PG. If you really want it with no PG and unsecured, you need to have strong business credit. Not just business credit, strong business credit. 10 trade lines on all three bureaus. Usually you want to have some revenue. They want to see that you have revolving trade lines also, not just vendor accounts, but like credit cards. And they want to see that at least one or two of them have at least $10,000 in like limits. So before they give you $150,000 unsecured, they want to see that you can manage $10,000. Look, got it? Look, got it good. Does it make sense when I break it down for you guys? But there are tons of ways around this. And one of them is building up your business credit. So take the time to build up your business credit so that later on when you're applying for some items that you don't have to be a personal guarantor. But you can't be brand new, have no business credit, and then wonder why they're asking you to be a personal guarantor. Another tip. Crawl before you walk, meaning that sometimes you'll get some financing from them and you will be a PG, you pay it back on time, then you can go back to them and say, now I would like some more credit without being a PG. Sometimes you can even close out the accounts that you're a PG for and then eventually just have your ones that you aren't. So crawl before you walk. Get what they can give you, pay it back on time, use it responsibly, and then usually, honestly, guys, business credit is usually like 3 times more money than personal credit, and you can build it faster. You get your foot in the door with one lender, with 1 or 2 lenders, and you build it. You use it responsibly. And like literally I've seen people's credit limits increase on cards, them get new loans on lines of credit in 6 months. You get 50,000. In 6 months, you get 100,000. In 6 more months, you get 150,000. In 6 more months, you get 200,000. Like literally, guys. And for businesses, they expect you to use it. Remember, they don't care about utilization. They rate business credit very, very, very differently. So you can have a $10,000 credit card and you can have $9,900 on there. And for business credit, they don't care. All they care about is that you pay it back on time. They're looking at, do you pay it back on time? Got it good? So let me give you guys some tips about some funding. So there are some lenders, right, for business credit, some newer lenders that will lend to you if you've been a newer business. They all have different criteria, and sometimes the terms are not the best because you're high risk, right? And so one of them is Cabbage. One of them is On Deck. What is the other one? Street Shares is another one. Blue Vine, Fundbox. I just gave you 5, guys. 5. Let me Cabbage, On Deck, Blue Vine, Fundbox, Street Shares. 5. These are 5 lenders that lend to newer businesses. Now, some of the terms aren't the best. That means that they're giving you high interest rates sometimes because you're high risk. They're asking for like more aggressive payment terms because you're high risk. But you start somewhere, you pay it back on time, and then you can get better terms. And a lot of them will lend to new businesses. Some want a personal guarantee, some don't. Sometimes it depends on how your business looks on paper. Sometimes it depends on how much you're borrowing. So ask questions, get the terms. And guys, honestly, this is where if you get $10,000 for a business credit, you don't like the terms, but you're using it for a hard money loan, or you're using it for a conventional loan, and you're going to flip that money or make all this money back in rent and so forth, you've multiplied that money. So you did what you had to do to get your foot in the door, and then you've grown that money. That's smart, and it's not on your personal credit. That's even smarter, okay? And another thing also is that when you're opening up your business checking account, guys, I get offers literally probably weekly from different banks. I think, look, here's this one right here. I meant to have the other one too. Meridian, free checking. It has my business's name, Care Consulting, my business address, a flyer to me. Literally, when you look good on paper, lenders reach out to you for business checking accounts, okay? So now, more than ever, I'm seeing that when you open up a business checking account, a lot of times they will offer you a credit card. As long as it's not going to go on your personal credit, go for it, guys. Banks nowadays, another tip, banks more so now than a year ago and 5 years ago have tons of funds that are allocated to small businesses and to entrepreneurs that have not been assigned out yet. So they're looking heavily to support small businesses. They're looking heavily to support also minority businesses and also heavily to support women-owned businesses. So if you are a new business owner, you open up a checking account, they offer you either a line of credit, a loan, or a credit card. Ask questions. Make sure it's going to go on your business credit and not your personal. But if so, go for it. Crawl before you walk, because you're starting to build up business credit and building up a business relationship. Another tip, Square account, business account, PayPal business account. Write this down, guys. I'm dropping so many nuggets in this video. Like seriously, PayPal business account, Square business account. These are 2 companies that do transactions, and I've seen them give people up to $10,000 in like a month to 3 months to 6 months, because you have a business account with them and they lend based on revenue and transactions. And guys, $10,000 in business credit is not a lot of money. Let me even talk about GM. So lease financing. GM has an option where it could be like a personal guarantee or a corporate guarantee. Did you hear me? A personal guarantee or a corporate guarantee. That's because it's collateral, meaning either GM is giving you equipment or it's a vehicle, so it's secured by collateral. But you have to look fundable on paper. When I hit you guys super hard with having a legal entity, having your EIN, having a business bank account, having a professional email, not Gmail, not AOL, not Yahoo. That means like if your business is ABC, LLC, then you have your email address is terri@abcllc.com. Having a phone number, having, a business fax, having a website, all of that stuff matters, guys. It makes you look more stable on paper. It makes you look more fundable on paper. I have people that knock those things out in a day or in a week. So how long it takes you to build business credit is up to you. It's up to you, Grasshopper. You can do some of these things in a day, in a week, in a month, in 3 months, right? But if I'm telling you to do those things right away for a reason. We've been able to fast track it for people where they look fundable on paper, they do all the steps, they have good personal credit, right? And then we've been able to get them anywhere between $20,000 and $80,000. Sometimes you have to be a PG. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going on your credit report. Sometimes for the PG guys, for the bigger money, while you guys are high risk, they'll even just do a soft pull just to verify that you are the business owner. Meaning, I'm Terri. Do I have the authority? Am I really the president, the owner, the founder to sign for Care Consulting? So sometimes I'm even seeing them just do a soft pull just to verify identity, guys. This is why you want to have your personal credit in order. And that's why the banks are asking for risk. They want to know that you are the authorized representative to sign for the business. Okay. So for PayPal and Square, though, a business account with PayPal and Square can get you up to sometimes $10,000 in 3 months and 6 months because they see your transactions and so forth, and they have revenue-based financing. Guys, back to GM. They have collateral and, like I said, in personal and corporate guarantees. And so it's because it's backed by collateral. Guys, even Sam's Club has where they'll give you business credit, and without a PG, if you have $5 million in revenue. I know. I was like, you ain't even a small business if you have $5 million in revenue. Or sometimes if you've been at least in business for 2 years and have like 10 employees. So you get the gist of what I'm saying. It's because, if you have no business credit, no revenue, and you're brand new, the lenders are going to ask for a PG to start because of the risk in lending to you. So I went through what is a PG. I went through why lenders ask for a PG. I went through the 3 things that they look at when assessing the risk in your business. And then I gave you 5 lenders that give financing to small businesses. And I gave you a tip with PayPal business account and Square business account. I gave y'all game, okay? Now to my nugget. This is what I need you guys to hear. Listen. Don't say you're an investor and you're scared to invest. And invest means money, time, energy. I can't tell you how many times I have invested big money, okay? Big money in coaching, big money in programs, big money in equipment, big money in hiring employees, time, meaning fasting from TV and fasting from going out and stuff, and then actually putting more time into reading, into webinars, into seminars and Zooms and educating myself. Look, scared money don't make no money. Y'all know that. I don't forget what song it's from, but scared money don't make no money. You can't get something from nothing. So yes, guys, go ahead and get that cabbage loan and then invest in our business credit program so we can help you grow long term. But understand that if you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the skills and tools, then you may need to invest in a coach, invest in a training, invest in a program, invest in you, invest in a mentor, invest in you, and then you will have the results long term. It will be the best investment you ever made, and it will be priceless. But don't tell me you're a business owner. Don't tell me you're an entrepreneur. Don't tell me you have big dreams and goals and you want to spend $0 and 0 cents, no time, no energy. You're not networking. You're not going to seminars. You're not getting educated by the right people, and you want amazing results. Not going to happen. Learn to invest in you. Learn to invest in your business, and it will serve you long term. Amen. Got it good. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. Like, share, comment, hit the notification button. Send this video to 5 entrepreneurs, 5 business owners, 5 investors in your network so we can grow together and have a super amazing day on purpose.